Off Work Sports, good morning. We got the games going on the NBA. We got some special things happening this year. I mentioned this in the summertime with the Durant injury, with the breakup of the Warriors. We are in probably a dynasty as far as teams being matched up perfectly and what if on who's going to win, what's going to happen. No one truly knows the output or the outcomes. And last night was one of those games where I knew that GSW had a brand new team, but I mentioned I think they're good enough with the talent they have when they're able to gel to make the playoffs. What did they do? They went and fought probably the top 3 team in the West, in my opinion. I still got Denver and the Blazers as the top teams just because they have more experience together. And what a game it was. And again, a dominant figure showed his cards. Kawhi Leonard, Jesus Christ, 21 minutes, 21 points. He was, from a look perspective, a highlight perspective, he was amazing. All right? He was amazing. But I wanted to show it, the stats in this way, because I talked about the three-point efforts, being able to stretch the floor. And there's a guy that did this last night perfectly and why they picked him up and why Doc Rivers, applause to his scouting team, has assembled a very strong bunch of players. They still need one more three-point shooter, in my opinion. But Patrick Patterson put up 20 points last night, guys. Pat Patterson, 20 points, 3 rebounds. The vet from OKC that wasn't truly utilized that well with that team is being utilized on the Clippers and paying dividends even at his old age, showing that, hey, if you put the people in the right spot, special things could happen. Special things can happen. And that's what happened there. Another big stat line for this team. The fact that Zubac put up 16, and I mentioned this before. Could Zubac have a year like Nurkic? Can he be as productive as, not Joker-like, because he's not a Joker right now, but could he have a similar stat line where he breaks out? I told you he's the third X on his team. I said Kawhi Leonard, I said Paul George, and I said who's the third X-Men, right? Who's the next mutant on that team, the super above a starter level, a potential borderline all-star? Zubac to me is that guy. Lou Williams. Night after night after night, you got to applaud Lou Williams, 22-18. The scariest part of the Clippers is what they can bring in after that starting line. It's not necessarily Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. It's Lou Williams, Maurice Harrell, Harkless, JaMychal Green, all right? I don't know if Landry is starting. I don't believe he is. But, those guys are scary. Could they get another contribution from Kumbigali? I expect that to happen. Let's see what happens with Jerome Robinson. Again, scary team. They dominated yesterday. They dominated. Now, let's go to the other side, and let me give you some things that I thought were positive on the Warriors side, because we can't just throw them under the bus. The Warriors are not bad. Right? The problem was shooting. They didn't shoot too well. One of the guys that didn't shoot too well, and again, their bench is scary as well. Jordan Poole, a lot of shots didn't make him. He will. He will make them. I doubted him in the summertime. I threw the Warriors one of the coldest farts you could ever smell. Okay? Said these guys are sick for drafting this kid, but he showed his thing in the summertime. We've seen his shot progression. He won't have a shooting night like that, I don't think, too many times this year. So we'll see that improvement. Eric Pascal, as I mentioned, a steal of the draft, had 14, okay? I know it was in garbage time, but he scored 14. We also had Marquise Chris finally getting some burn. 14 minutes, 8 points. That's good output. Again, I saw some nice things last night, and I saw the potential of a team to do something a little bit special in the future in the Golden State Warriors. I liked Omari Spellman, what he did. I think he should move into the starting lineup, but they got Looney there now, so let it be, right? It is however you see things on your depth chart. But in all, the Clippers look to be the third best team in the West right now. I'm talking about gelling. They got to gel. That's all I'm saying. They got to gel first. Looks like they're gelling already. And probably one of the scariest teams in the West. But do not throw away the Warriors. It's one game. Bad shooting nights, okay? Expectation for them to get better. And they also have a strong team. I'm excited what we'll see. I think they'll barely make the playoffs. They're good enough to make the playoffs. We need more output from Glenn Robinson. Off work. I'm signing off. Great night. Peace.